What's up, everybody? It is time for your Impact Wrestling review, or I guess I should say GFW Impact Wrestling review, or TNA GFW Impact, or NWA GFW TNA. I don't know what we're calling this show anymore. I really don't. I just put Impact Wrestling review on the title, and then I think I put GFW Impact on Facebook. We live on Facebook. We're going to another level, people. We going to another level. We live on Facebook. We all live on Google Plus for Impact Review, so that's pretty cool. It's DJ Casey and Rabbit Jones, or the Surgeon if you're watching on Facebook. Um, this was the, I guess, Fallout Aftermath type show following Slammiversary, and I was definitely excited. For some reason, I was really excited this week coming into the show. I think as much as I complained and cried and was really mad about the whole GFW taking over thing, it wasn't as much of a takeover, a hostile takeover. It wasn't as much of a takeover as I thought it was going to be. So maybe that's what it was, because there's GFW in the picture now, but it's kind of small, like Anthem. So like if you don't squint, you might not see it. It's kind of weird. There was no like complete overhaul, complete, like I'm so used to these like complete overhauls, but then again, I guess even before the complete overhaul usually takes a couple weeks. Like it never happens right away. I don't feel like when they do these changes, they do these subtle changes, or these big changes that we hear about in the reports and then in the articles and stuff. We never see them like immediately. It takes a couple of weeks or maybe a month or two for it to really start happening. Did you guys have any thoughts on kind of what you were expecting coming in? I guess I'll start with Rabbit.
Yeah. It wasn't a dynamite show. It wasn't like that, but it was basically what I expected. Yeah, basically.
All right, Casey.
I it's kind of weird because I didn't expect a huge change right out of the gate, and I don't think they should have done a huge change just right from the beginning. I think it should be a slow change, just for those fans. You don't want to, you got to get used to the change over a slow period of time. You can't just automatically change it, and the fans are going to be like, "What is this?" Kind of like when they changed all the ropes from red to blue and everything to blue, just like that. Um, remember that with Hogan? But
Hogan
yeah,
was quick with his, man. He was quick.
yeah, he changed everything like that. But I think it'll be a slow change, and which I think, like I said, is going to be a good thing. Ease us into it rather than just GFW. But yeah, I did kind of want to see some more changes tonight. I felt like kind of like I said to you on Facebook, it felt just like the normal show. Like I was like, is this a different like? And they were still talking like it was two different companies, and I'm like, bruh, it's the same.
I know they still saying Impact. Everybody's still saying Impact. They
Well, I
don't
mean,
know what they want to say.
Even in the Super X Cup, they mentioned like it was like two different companies.
I mean, the show is still going to be Impact, so that makes sense. Like it's going to be GFW Impact, like the weekly show. So, and it's going to still be like GFW Knockouts. So,
I hope so.
Because I like the knockouts term. It's different. Like instead of just being women. But we started out with LAX. For some reason, when I was writing this down, I could not remember what they called the little place that they chill out at. I called it the treehouse one time. I called it the crib. Bruh, I could not for the life of me remember that they was in the clubhouse. I couldn't. I don't know what was going on with me tonight, but I was like, the treehouse? Nah, it ain't the treehouse. I don't know why I thought it was the treehouse, but it might happen. It could happen, daggone it. But basically Conan, they was playing cards. I think Conan was beating everybody. Them poor people. He was beating everybody, taking everybody money. And he basically said, we're gonna show, not tell tonight. There's a new member coming. Slammiversary just happened. They said a new member was coming. And they said, we're gonna show, not tell. So I was interested to see how this was gonna play out. I wanted to see definitely where it was gonna go. Like, because who was gonna be this new member? Was it gonna be somebody new? Was it gonna be somebody we expected? Was it gonna be unexpected? How it was gonna happen? Rabbit Jones, what was your thoughts on the starting Conan segment?
You know, Conan be hitting promos on the money. He A1 on promos, especially when he was like we was born violence. We got violence in our DNA. You know. Then when he hit the we like a blue pill, we stay hard, you know. So he'd be on point with the promos, you know. So he on point. So, but LAX altogether, when he said new member, I was thinking Supermax off the break. You know what I'm saying? And where is Supermax? You ain't heard from him?
I don't know where he went. I think I think he's still disgruntled.
Yeah, I think he still has issues with Impact, because I think when he left on bad terms with the company.
Also, anybody watching on Facebook Live, if you could just give me a feel for what everybody else sounds like. I know I sound fine as usual, but just give me a feel for everybody else. Just this is the first time we're doing this, so we're trying to work out the kinks a little bit. You know, the kinky kink. So just let me know. I'm never gonna say kinky kink again. By the way, Casey.
I was gonna request that you never say kink again.
Casey, thoughts on the on LAX, the new member? It's coming.
Yeah, I like the clubhouse stuff. I still love Conan. You know, it goes week to week with certain people that don't like him. I'm just saying. But I like him. I think he's just kind of. I've always liked Conan from back in WCW to his early stuff in LAX before to now. So I've always liked him. I think it's some weird stuff right now. Yeah. I don't understand.
Is something weird happening? Because I hear weird things.
Yeah, that's what I hear too. I don't want to, but yeah, I like their stuff in the clubhouse. I was curious who the next new member was, just because it had to be somebody good. Just because LAX is already pretty big for a faction as it is. You don't want too many members, and if you have a bunch of members, you want each of them to have their own use for the faction, or else it's going to turn into what the NWO eventually turned into, where there was 300 members and just stop it. But I was trying to rack my brain, who could this possibly be? I didn't think it was going to be Supermax. I still think he has issues with the company. I was just trying to is it going to be somebody new? Is it going to be somebody we don't expect? So I was just curious about it, and I think that's good that they got me kind of curious about it. Who could it be?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And plus, the girl they got with him, what's her name? I forgot her name. Diamante. She nice.
I think she's like a tomato or something. Ain't Diamante like a fruit or something?
She get physical, man.
Yeah.
True.
I want to see more of her.
Well, let's jump into the championship celebration. I mean, he had champagne and everything out there. He had streamers, which he couldn't get off his arm, poor man. He also had the confetti, so that's when you know it's a real celebration. Alberto El Patron trying to celebrate his championship victory from Slammiversary with his father and his brother by his side. He also mentioned that his brother is going to be joining potentially Impact soon, so that'll be fun. I'm excited for that. Came out with both titles. For some reason, I really like people walking out with both titles. I'm a fan of that. I don't know what it is. I just think it makes them feel like they're so much better. I mean, we watch Zack Sabre come out with 3 belts around his waist, and we feel like he's running out of waist. So I like it. I'm a fan. But Lashley comes out to ruin this celebration, and he says, your victory, it was a fluke, similar to the first time. And I thought Lashley was really on point tonight when it came to the mic. I think when Lashley just comes out there, he says, I'm going to beat you up. I don't like you. I want my title back. That's all he really got to say. Because, his physique speaks for itself. You look at him and you I'm not going to mess with this man. He's too big. So I love that. I love that Lashley he speaks for himself, but he's gotten better on the mic to where you can take him seriously. And when he comes out and says I'm gonna beat you up, you feel like he's probably gonna beat somebody up. And also Alberto's dad decided to slap Lashley, and it's the first time I've seen a man slap another man, and the man that got slapped laugh. Lashley the real deal out here. Like, that's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Now, I might be like missing like this big point in wrestling history, but that's the first time I've seen that happen. Because usually they get all mad. Now, Lashley was like, nah, bro. But, Rabbit, thoughts on the championship celebration?
This was good stuff, man. With the confetti and everything, when he came down with the two belts, and his father and his brother, he introduced the brother and all that, said he would be in Impact soon. That was all good stuff right there, man. That was tight. He said his father was a legend and all. People screaming legend. That was good stuff, man. Then my man, the beast, the monster, the animal. Once he come down to Joy, now, he not A1 on the mic, you know what I'm saying? He bumbled a little bit, but I agree with you. He was on point on this, his mic work tonight. Because when he told my man that he had a fluke win, then he said something in Spanish to his brother. He told him to shut up in Spanish. He said, I'm going to say this in Spanish so these two can understand.
This man said we might need to build a wall around them.
Exactly.
Keep them out of the match. I was like, I'm done with this man right now.
See, yeah, he dropped a few bombs in there. So, yeah, he did do a little mic work tonight. Yeah. So, it was good stuff. It was good promo. I like Casey.
Oh, Lord. Casey going to be like, bro, I decided to skip out on the promo because it was like watching paint dry. Watch.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Lashley's promos. I'm sorry. But I like this opening segment. I definitely did. Josh said that something he thought he would never see is Lashley ever be defeated. And I'm like, bruh, he lost like a bunch. He lost the world title at least 4 times. I'm just saying, we've seen him lose before.
Yeah. He lost, but they wasn't really losses. You know what I'm saying? It was always.
We've seen him be defeated a couple of. I loved Alberto introducing his brother and his father officially. I'm definitely excited to see his brother in action. To see what he brings. I'm just saying. I heard. I don't know if y'all heard it. I heard from the crowd a couple Bobby Sucks chants. I did. I heard it. I'm sorry. I did. But Alberto's dad though, Alberto need to calm his dad down. I'm saying, he's a legend, but he need to chill for a little bit. No, I'm just saying. But definitely like the celebration. And then they brought like 40 referees. Most of them I've never seen before. Because normally
I didn't know they had that many referees. I thought it was like just 3.
I know we have like 3 or 4. Like there's the Edners.
They just do some people in shirts and it was like, go out there and be security.
Yeah, definitely. I liked it.
All right, we got to get to. I know this had to be Rabbit's favorite segment because it had his boy Brucey Bruce. He was back, and he was having. I guess I don't know if this was like the corporate meeting or this was the production meeting or something like that. And he was trying to keep Josh Matthews and Jeremy Borash from still getting into it. We trying to we want to keep the commentary team cordial, baby. We can't have y'all fighting and stuff. We can't have that. And I get it, Bruce. But then Bruce gonna come over here and talk about how this no contact rule still stands. If either of y'all touch each other, y'all both get fired. He's gonna add Pope in there. What? Why? What did Pope do? Pope didn't do nothing, dang on it. This is malarkey, dang on it. This is horse manure. I'm so mad. And 2, bruh, where they find Bruce at though? That's my question. Because Bruce was missing in action at Slammiversary. What was he here the whole time, or like, what the continuity at, people? Just saying, Brucey Bruce supposed to be missing in action, supposed to come back. You know, he supposed to be like, I ain't mean to pull his pants. Oh wait, that's the wrong feud. Sorry. Rabbit, thoughts on your boy Brucey Bruce and the commentary team doing it?
And then he kept screaming, "You gonna be fired, and you be fired." And either one of them looked like they was scared of that. It's like
he ain't
just
the president.
talking.
He ain't even the president.
Nothing. I don't know. They don't even know who he is. So you gonna be fired. They almost bust out laughing in his face. Then he want to throw the poor black man in it. Black man sitting over there ain't got nothing to do with it at all. His fingerprints ain't on nothing. And you two folk. Folk like, man, what I do? He ain't had no business in the meat, man. He ain't nothing to do with that at all. But they tripping, Brucey Bruce. And he let his beard grow. Case.
Now, I've been a fan of professional wrestling for 20, 25 years, somewhere in there. Now, from what I've always known is, you build up to a pay-per-view, and the feud's supposed to end at the pay-per-view. That storyline is supposed to end at the pay-per-view, not be then continued for no reason after. Why? Oh my God, it's so dumb. And then you add Pope in there for no reason. Why was he even in that meeting? Why was Tyrus there?
Tyrus the fixer, dang on it. He got to be everywhere. He's fixing everybody's problem.
Randomly push the chair like he's angry at the chair. Like, bruh, this, and I'm not even gonna get on the continuity of Bruce was supposed to be lost in like somewhere in Albuquerque, and they be looking for him like, where's Waldo? And then he was just in that room the whole time apparently. I don't know. I'm done.
Let's just move on to some X Division action, which was actually a good match. I was excited. My boy Caleb Conley, he was out there, and we also had Sanjay Dutt.
First, but before
I have to mention what?
Before we get to that, I don't know if you saw I don't know. I don't understand this whole Swole Mate show.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. They some big fellas.
When
they need to feel.
When you so big that your head look like it's too small for your body, you too swole. I'm just saying that it looked weird. It looked proportionally weird. The dude's head looked smaller than his body. I was like,
they look like a couple of them dudes you would create on the wrestling game, just make them as big as they could be.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And what are they, wrestlers or bodybuilders?
I think they just got a show. It was kind of a.
I think they're like bodybuilders that just.
Yeah, it's the show on Pop. They was promoting at the same time while the competitors were coming out. That's what it was. I'm pretty sure. Because they had a couple of commercials for them tonight, actually.
Yeah.
But yep. What words? Heard some words.
I can't with.
You can't with they're too swole. Too much swole out there.
They look like balloons. They look like.
They was too big, man. If I ever get that big, which I won't, but never mind. We got Sanjay Dutt versus Caleb Conley. Sanjay Dutt coming off of his X Division Championship win at Slammiversary. Definitely a really good match. I'm excited to see freaking Caleb Conley again. Please tell me he done with Suicide. Please just tell me he done. Like, I can't take it because he's so good though. Like, and we saw it in this match. Like, we saw that all the potential in the world if they don't put a mask over him and give him that ridiculous to the match. I love Conley's aggressiveness, like, and his stiffness with his strikes. Like, I really hadn't seen Caleb Conley just come out and like hit people like that, but I like this. I like that he coming out just hitting Sanjay. I also love the sunset flip into the turnbuckle, the sunset flip powerbomb into the turnbuckle. That was ridiculous, and I was like, that hurts. You shouldn't. I don't know if that's legal. I don't know if that's a legal maneuver. It's kind of like all that crazy stuff that Zack Sabre be doing that he need to chill on with them submissions. I'm just saying.
Nah,
But
he don't. Nah.
but Sanjay Dutt ends up getting the win. I'm not necessarily surprised, but I think it was a good showcase for Caleb Conley. It was a competitive match, more competitive than another X Division match that we'll get to here in a little bit. And after the match, Trevor Lee attacks Sanjay Dutt before he can even get up and try to celebrate. He attacks Sanjay Dutt, and he says, "And your new X Division champion, Trevor Lee," and takes the title with him. So I think we got a new X Division champion. I'm going with it.
I don't know how that works.
It is like if you can tell me the title's important and to be important, then this time's got to work. Title changes. I think they just need to do this from now on. They should do it. But Rabbit, thoughts on Sanjay Dutt versus Caleb Conley?
Yeah, you know how I feel about Sanjay Dutt. I never felt like he was championship material. But this match right here gets a look it up alert. This was a physical, competitive match that went back and forth, back and forth. My man Conley with them nice elbows. I ain't really seen too much of him because he was dealing with suicide, you know, and that clown act type stuff. But when he get down and busy and serious, this looks good. He looks like he got a nice little future ahead of him if they push him. This was a nice match, man. Especially when, like you said, that sunset flip into the ropes. That was nasty. But he got some vicious elbows too and clothesline. So I want to see more of him too. But Sanjay Dutt with that roll over, that 2 feet stomp, man, that was nasty, Slim. And then that frog flash at the end, be vicious, you know? So Sanjay Dutt, even though I don't feel like he championship material, these last 2 weeks he's been putting on some nice matches. So this match right here gets look it up alert, you know?
Already. I mean, first match of the night, it's already yeah, I mean, you said the show was okay. You can't say the show was okay. Then the first match of the night, you tell them look it up.
Hey, the show don't have nothing to do. The show don't have nothing to do with the actual match. You know what I'm saying? Match was nice.
I agree. Casey, thoughts on Sanjay Dutt versus Caleb Conley? I'm gonna say versus Rabbit. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I don't normally do this, but this gets a second look it up alert. Do it, check it out. Great match. I love both of these guys. I like the little details in this match, especially with Sanjay kind of showing the fatigue and the damage from the pay-per-view match. I feel like not enough guys sell like that and sell, you know, especially from a big, you know, pay-per-view match. You know, a lot of guys will come in on the show and you can't even tell that they had a big match. But you could tell, you know, that that Sanjay went through that 2 out of 3 falls match. You could tell that he was still kind of, you know, nursing the damage from that match, something like that. But can Caleb get a push now? Can we do that? Can we push this man? Hashtag push this man. Do it. Do it. Do it now. Do it. Or Drago. Do that. That one. Or Desmond Xavier. Do that.
Okay.
But I gotta get to you, DJ. You called that on Conley. He's nice. Nice.
See, I liked him when I saw him in Paragon. So I was excited when he was coming in. I just felt like he just needed some time, but he also, I mean, just needed some time in the ring more than anything. Just needed some time to just get in the ring and show what he can do.
Yeah, I see.
But we had a little segment here with VOW, Grado, and Eddie Edwards. Glad to see VOW back because they was missing for a little bit. I still want my VOW LAX match. I'm just saying, where is it at? They acting like that never happened. Stop it. We remember. We remember these things. But I like this segment. It was funny. I was excited to see my boy Grado back with the flag, and he was talking about eating, and I was like, "Yep, same." You know. But we also had the 8-man tag team match followed by my boy. I love this man. Followed by like him and Congo Kong. If nothing else, gonna keep me watching this show. I'm telling you. Followed by and Congo Kong. So we have followed by Mario Bokara. I don't know why I want to call this man Baroka. Bokara, Eli Drake, and Chris Adonis versus Veterans of War, Eddie Edwards, and Grado. This was a good match, especially for an 8-man tag team match. I enjoyed it. I really liked this match. Freaking this man, like, I get the swole mates, I get that they swole, but that dude, Wilcox, he a big fella too. Like, that's not somebody you want to run up on. And I'm not running up on this man because he too big as well. He need to chill. Followed by, you don't want to run up on him too because he got that nasty crossbody. Oh my, that man! I don't even remember who he hit it on, but he dead. It probably killed the whole team. Like they all dead. I love Veterans Awards finisher. Like I'm a big fan of their finisher. I like that little like aided face buster. I like it a lot. Eddie Edwards would end up getting the pin with the Boston Knee Party. This is definitely a good match. After the match, and I feel like I'm putting a lot of stuff all in one, but it all goes together. So technically, and it all was like one by. Anyway, Casey, you can get mad at me later. After the match, Joseph Park comes out, and I was like, wait, Joseph Park? Hold up, wait a minute. And he shows Grado a piece of paper, and Grado was very upset, but they never told the fans what happened, so we don't really know what happened. So I'm assuming it's going to bleed into next week and the week after, because I kind of want to know what happened, because they didn't tell me what happened. I need to know what happened to Grado. It was funny, because I sent out a tweet, and I was like, yeah, Grado is back, baby. And Grado liked it. And then I was like, wait, no, Grado, don't go. Say it ain't so, Grado. And he liked it too. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on because Grado don't need to go. He just came back, dang on it. He just came back. I mean, I know Rabbit excited. Rabbit, thoughts?
You best believe I'm excited. Once I seen my man come down there with a sad face, I knew he was gone. I knew it was over. First of all, in the promo, man, with him and Eddie and them, oh man, out anyway. He was just sounding like a fool talking about America, USA. He just sounded like Grotto, you know? Time for Grotto to go, you know? So I was happy to see him go.
He the best, man.
But VOW, man, I like their finisher, man. That thing vicious, man. Vicious. I like Wilcox too, man. He's strong, power moves. I like Wilcox, you know? So that tag team I want to see more. Like you say, I don't know why they pulled the plug on them from the beginning when they was on there from the start with a nice storyline. And then all of a sudden you stick them back in. I hope we can get to see them.
Conan to come back out there and say, hey, Yankee Doodle crack. And like, it needs to happen. Like that.
Oh, man.
He started.
He said that earlier, too. I forgot. He said, this cracker company.
He started talking like MVP out there. You know, MVP was doing stuff like that too with the BET.
Again, MVP is one of the best mic workers out there ever, man. He vicious with that mic. Love him. But yeah, I don't really like these cluttered multi-man running around matches and stuff, but I like that finisher. I like VOW finisher though.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the same person or people that booked VOW versus LAX also booked Wyatt versus Finn Balor. I'm just saying. Yeah. We remember. We do. We remember when these things started, and y'all just like nah. But it was an okay match. I just felt like it was random and thrown together. Like all these scenes were just randomly thrown together, and I'm like, what do they all have in common? Nothing. I mean, Grado likes to eat food. That's cool. And America. But like, I don't know. But yeah, it was cool to see Grado again. I feel like they're gonna do the Feast of Fire thing. Hey, remember when you got fired? Yeah.
Probably. I think that's what they was doing because in the segment they panned over to somebody that was warming up that didn't necessarily look like Grado, but Grado could probably pass for with a wig. So I don't know. Maybe that's what it was.
Also, there was a point in this match where Falaba, like, I guess he fell off the apron. And they was like, oh, he's going to fall on the table. And he wasn't even near the table. And I'm like.
But that cross body Falaba be hitting, man, is nasty.
Falaba, I think he took out the whole team with that. Like, I know he only hit one person, but still. Falaba and Congo Kong, man. I'm telling you, tag team, let's do it. Next, we had Matt Sydal versus Braxton Supper. Because I meant Braxton Sutter, but I was thinking about how I was going to say Pepper Parks, man, after that. So I got my words confused. Anyway, Matt Sydal versus Braxton Sutter. This match was entirely too short. Too short. And why are they out here burying Braxton Sutter like this? When freaking the whole last 2 or 3 months they've been building him against, Congo Kong and all these other guys. Why are they going to just pull the rug under him now just because they're building Matt Sydal? I get it. They're pushing Matt Sydal. That's not an issue, but at least make this a competitive match. You can't keep pulling out the rug under the guys who've been there for a little bit because you want to continue to, build these new guys. That's my issue. Stop doing it. And plus, I love Pepper Parks, man. I just do it. It's my boy.
Sydal ain't new.
He knew the Impact. He just came like a month ago. That's what I mean. Not new to wrestling. I mean new to Impact.
Oh, okay.
What I mean.
And remember, he charged my man $20 for a picture or something, man.
That's right, $5. Yeah, that's what it was. That's why he did this. I think Casey on the writing team, and he was like, he charged me $5. I got to get him back. So I think it's what it was. Casey, am I wrong? And you can go ahead and give your thoughts as well, because I'm a little upset about this.
I'm just saying, Matt would never charge you $5 for a picture. He give you that picture free. He give you the peace sign. He give you a hug. I'm just saying, because he knows.
You see him try to give that girl in the front row a high five, and she was like not having it.
She just don't understand. She the kind of person that would pay the $5 because she don't know. She don't get it. That times is hard. You gotta earn that $5. You don't just get it for a picture. Nah, bro. Nah. God, you give me a 5-star match. And then, you give me a free autograph, and then maybe I give you $5 for that picture. But nah.
I heard you paid like $15 for some other autographs. We ain't gonna speak about that. I'm just saying. I heard it was just something I heard.
They was some people that was higher in the rest of the hierarchy that deserved my $5 to $20 for the picture. I'm just saying.
Okay.
This match is way too short, man.
It was,
way
and I forgot about the after the match too. I didn't know if y'all wanted to talk about that when he ripped his hand.
We so we're short because you don't charge somebody $5 for a picture and then get no. You just
but that shooting star press vicious.
It's nice. Like I love Matt Sydal. Like he's good, man.
And he supposed to be healed now? What's
I don't know what they're doing with that. That was weird. And like I don't like that there was this is another issue with continuity. Like Braxton Sutter hasn't really been losing. It was just this one match. So why is he so angry after losing this one match? Anyway, we gonna move on. I know we had another LAX segment, but I think I talked about it in the first one because I think I skipped over by accident. So we're gonna move on to the Super X Cup because that's what we actually care about. The Super X Cup announcement from Jeremy Borash. I think he still should have had his hands taped, just in case. I feel like he should have still had the hands taped. I'm just saying, but he was just basically announcing Super X Cup coming back and the competitors that were going to be in it. The first round matches are, I'm gonna mess up some of these names. I apologize. Sammy Guevara versus Drago. I'm excited for that match. It sounds like a good match. ACH versus Andrew Everett. Oh boy, this right here is big cash, and it's gonna be amazing. I'm telling you. ACH versus Andrew Everett, bruh. This gonna be a look it up alert. Before we even watch it, it's gonna be a look it up alert. It's going to be a look it up alert. We've seen Andrew Everett, and I've seen far enough of ACH to know there's going to be a look it up alert. Oh, God. Taji Ishimori versus Davey Richards. This going to be a look it up alert. I don't even know Taji Ishimori. I can't even say the man's name. That's how much I know him. But this going to be a look it up alert. I'm telling you. And then we got Desmond Xavier versus Idris Abraham, which took place after this announcement. I'm excited for this whole tournament, though. I'm glad that they're only doing one match a week. I sent Casey a little sad face on Messenger because I was kind of sad because I wanted to see some of the other matches. But I was thinking about it at the same time. I was like, I really want this kind of to be extended a little bit more anyway. So I'm not necessarily upset. I'm excited, and plus it gives you something to be excited for next week, and I'm excited. Please be ACH versus Andrew Everett. I'm just saying. I think it's actually going to be Davey Richards versus Ishimori. But anyway, I feel like that's still not how you say his last name, but I'm going with it. Rabbit, thoughts on the Super X Cup?
I like the way he came out and presented that cup. You know, the cup looked tight, middle of the ring like that. That was all right. Y'all seen some of these wrestlers that they have, like Drago? I like the way he had the little blacks coming out of his mouth.
Well, you see, Drago was at Slammiversary. He was in that. What was it? 8
He was the one that bossed that top rope joint. Ain't
Rabbit gonna forever hate this man.
That's him. I knew he looked familiar. I knew it, yeah, but that's gonna be nice. This cup joint, that's gonna be nice. Okay.
Yeah, Drago nice, ACH nice, obviously Andrew Everett nice. This gonna be.
As long as Drago ain't botching that top rope stuff again, he should be cool.
I'm pumped for the Super X Cup. It feels like a throwback to old school TNA when they used to do stuff like this all the time. And I definitely like that it's not one of those one night only.
Yes, thank God.
I like that they're actually doing it on the weekly show so you can see it. You don't have to pay another like $8 or $15 or whatever when we just paid $40 for it. Anyway, Sammy Guevara versus Drago is going to be awesome. We just saw him, Sammy Guevara, in the if you watched, I think DJ watched it, the live stream of the Wrestle Circus show. He's from Wrestle Circus in Texas, so that's going to be a match.
What's his style? What's his style? He be flying. He mat wrestle. Wait, grappling.
He's. I wouldn't necessarily say high flying, but he's definitely a faster guy. I haven't seen a lot of him, but I've seen a couple matches, and he's good. You'll definitely like him. I think him and Drago are going to put on a good match. I think they'll definitely, with the speed and agility, it's going to be a good match. ACH, baby! ACH! I didn't even see him when they came out, and then they said ACH, and I'm like, yeah!
I actually saw this. I saw a report on this. So I knew he was coming. I just didn't know when, and then I was like, okay, I see now.
Yeah. Yeah, if you haven't seen ACH, you're in for a treat. I loved him in Ring of Honor. I haven't seen him in a while, though, so I'm definitely excited to see him again. Desmond Xavier, we've seen him in the X Division. He's awesome.
Yeah.
This is definitely going to be a good tournament. The only thing I hope they don't do is I hope they don't have either Davey or Andrew Everett win this, just because they need to push these new guys. So have one of the new guys win it, that the Impact fans maybe haven't seen as much of. Obviously, we know Davey and we know Andrew. I think they'll definitely make it, at least into the second round, but I don't want them to necessarily win the whole thing. I want one of the new guys to win it, just to kind of give them a little bit of a push. But definitely excited for it.
Rabbit, did I ask for your thoughts? I don't think I did. I think I skipped over to Casey.
Yeah, I passed it to my Casey. Okay, I gave my.
Yeah, so
I just want to make sure. Because if I skip somebody, I know Casey was gonna let me know. But we had Idris Abraham versus Desmond Xavier.
You just gonna skip me like that? That's what you gonna do?
You just talked. I just heard you. I'm gonna give Casey this match first because I'm feeling generous, and we getting to the end, so I gotta give. Yeah.
Okay. We got that. We got that Idris Abraham and all the hair. I think that's too much time. I think they need to make him shave it. You know, he could. What if he had a weapon in there? You know, what if he had in a foreign object in there? You know, he could use it to cheat. I don't like that. Versus Desmond and Xavier. I loved this match. Definitely impressive match. I really like the video packages before the match for each of the wrestlers. I hope they do that for all of them. Just kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of who they are, you know, where they come from. If you haven't seen these guys before, I think that's definitely a good thing that they're doing. But definitely an impressive match. Desmond was a good choice to go over in this match, I think. I think he's one of the better of the two. I do like Idris Abraham. I just think Desmond Xavier is definitely a better in-ring performer. And I think more fans would know of Desmond than Idris Abraham. So, DJ.
This was a good match, man. It almost got to look it up.
True. I agree.
Almost.
Sorry, I didn't realize my I didn't realize my mic was muted. My bad.
Nah, it's cool. You know, Rabbit, go ahead.
You want me to go ahead?
Yeah.
Like I said, this was a good match, man. It almost got me that you know what I'm saying, that look it up alert, but it was close. This Abraham is the man with the bush I always wanted to see back in the day that he disappeared, remember? And this little bit of display that he put on, I like it, man. He had a little snap suplex in the corner. He real aggressive too. So I want to see more of him. He had that flying elbow. So, and then the little promo he had at the beginning was cool too, when he kept on saying he hate Desmond because all the ladies like him or some stuff. And everybody think he's supposed to win. But Desmond looked good in this match, man. One thing about him, he's doing a lot of acrobatic and flipping around. Some of that stuff gonna get you hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? But he got it down pat though. Gotta give him credit on that because he got a nice he had a nice belly to back suplex in that joint. Then he had this little combo joint into a cutter that was pretty. So yeah, and his finisher is just off the top, off the ricketers, you know, vicious. And he fast, he quick too, you know. So he might be a threat for the X Division title too if he can not get hurt doing all these acrobatic moves in the ring like that, you know. But other than that, this was a nice match, man. Alert. DJ.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely agree. This is a good match. I was excited coming into it because I hadn't seen much of Idris Abraham. I know we've seen him in tag team matches, if I'm not mistaken, but we really haven't seen him on his own. Really haven't seen him really be able to showcase what he can do. And I feel like he really got a good chance of doing it in this match, especially in a tournament like this where, like, I feel like there's not going to be any, like, jobber matches. It's going to be more of, you know, more competitive. So I was excited coming into this because still Desmond Xavier is good, but we haven't seen a lot of him either. We saw him in that not number one contenders match, but it was actually the title match, that 5-way, I think, when they were doing the whole merger type thing too at the same time. So I remember him back then, so I was excited to see him in this match. That freaking corkscrew splash is ridiculous. Like,
yes.
How you even do stuff like that. I love Abraham coming out with all the running strikes. I think he hit everybody with one. And then, I mean, there was only one person in this match. But also, we had the suplex in the corner that Rabbit had spoke of. Bruh, oh man, that was nice. I ain't gonna lie, I like that. That was a freaking nice move.
Yeah.
I always like freaking like suplexes and stuff in the corner. But I know we had a interview with Gail Kim. For some reason, I think I missed this freaking interview. Dang on it, Casey. Can you fill me in on what happened in this interview? I think I missed it.
You know, she got an announcement. She got an announcement, but you know, she's still recovering from injury. So
I remember.
Tell us next week, and I was like, why can't you just?
Your mouth obviously worked. You talking to us right now.
Like, I mean, I know what it's gonna be. You gonna come back to in-ring action. I know what it's gonna be. So just tell us that. Like, what else it gonna be? Like, I don't know. That's basically.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of announcement can she have? Are you coming back? I mean, that can be the announcement. You know what I'm saying? You pregnant? I mean, what can you be announcing? She's not gonna retire. That's obvious because she would have been done that. No, that can't be the announcement. So I don't know what that's all about, man. But
She gonna
just like I want
for the second straight year. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you, history.
exactly. She a Hall of Famer.
All right. Rabbit, was that all of your thoughts on that? Should we move on?
Yeah, no, but I do want to expand on Gail Kim a little bit because she kind of laid the groundwork in the knockouts division, and she a cold beast. For women, she's the beast, the monster, the animal, man. When it comes to wrestling, man, she can grapple, she can get physical, she can get on the ropes, she can high fly. She a beast, man. She can go hardcore, man. If you want to watch women's wrestling, this is the person you look up. If you're a young woman growing up want to be in professional wrestling, that's who you watch. You know what I'm saying? This Hall of Fame in GFW, formerly known as Impact, Hall of Famer. You need to watch her. Just the person you need to watch. DJ, go ahead.
Agreed. Yeah, I did catch this. For some reason, I thought I didn't, but yeah, I did. You know, I'm curious about the announcement. I mean, they're only like a couple of things. Like it's a wheel of wrestling.
I know.
Like there are only a couple things that you can have. It's probably about 2 or 3 things that's on the wheel. So just spin it. But we had the Mara Fuji. Probably not how you pronounce that either. We had that video package. And I liked it. I'm excited for his match next week against, who was it? Moose? Yeah, Moose. Against Moose. And we also had the Desmond Xavier little interview backstage, which I liked. I was excited about that. And then we'll talk about Moose here in a second. Rabbit, thoughts on Mara Fuji and Desmond Xavier?
I like that the video package too. That was nice. Video package. What I don't know. Y'all seen him wrestle before?
Only time I've seen him is Slammiversary, because he was he was in the tag team match too.
Yeah, he's nice though. Man. I want to see more of him, but then he looks stiff though. I like all his stiff combos, his little chops, and he take the over the top rope joint. He nice though. He nice. I like the little vignette they had too.
Casey?
Yeah, I definitely. I'm excited for him to come. I've seen, other than Slammiversary, I've seen some clips of him on the YouTubes. I don't know if y'all ever heard of the YouTubes.
YouTubes?
Yeah, you watch the videos on the YouTubes. I've seen some clips on him.
You know, that's a good invention. I think somebody should come up with that.
But it already been invented though.
Nah, I ain't never heard of it. So.
I never heard of YouTubes.
It be invented already because I did it. I invented it.
Is it like the Twitter machine?
It's similar to the Twitter machine, but it's videos.
Okay. It's like that Snappy Chat. It's like that Snappy.
It's kind of like the Snappy Chat, but like you get longer videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited. You know, I seen him on the YouTubes, and you know he's gonna be good. He's gonna be good. I don't know if he has the Snapchats. I don't know, or if he got the Twitter machine, but I can't.
Twitter machine.
I think Dixie Carter came up with that, by the way. but we had the Moose backstage interview, kind of talking about his opponent next week. EC3 comes up and he want to skip the line. He said, "Bruh, we can do this right." Well, he didn't say we can do it right now, but he said, you don't need to face this other fella. It's about me. I mean, you facing all these people that ain't even in the company and all this stuff. Sound like something Rabbit would say, to be honest. But he said, you facing all these people, not in the company and all of this, and you ain't even the dude that carried the company on his back for 4 years. Like you ain't even gonna give him a chance. Come on. So I like this though. I like EC3 kind of getting in his head. Obviously, a match is coming soon, and I'm excited. I want to see how EC3 and Moose will work together. Rabbit.
I called it. I knew this was the direction EC3 was going towards this title. I knew it off the break when he come in. Man, it's A1, grade A on the mic, man. He vicious. when he came in the joint, he say, I carried this company for 4 years, man. I'm the top man. I just left the cowboy back there laid out, man. And you gonna come in somebody that don't even work here. You gonna get him a shot? But my man Moose hit him with I don't care how long you been here. I don't care what your last name is. You gonna get in the back of the line, man. Man, EC3 was heated. But I got this right here. I knew for a fact EC3 was gonna go after this title. And this right here is a matchup I want to see right here. This is gonna be nice right here, especially in the inside that the type of match that they had for that title. This is gonna be nice, vicious. But one thing about it, Moose gonna have a problem with EC3 on that mic. EC3 gonna eat him up on the mic completely. But this I can't wait to see this right here. This is gonna be A1, grade A. Okay.
I mean, EC3 should know that you don't ask for a title opportunity with the Grand Championship. You either just disappear from Impact altogether, and then you just randomly get brought back and given a title shot. That's how it works. You know, you just randomly get it. You don't ask for it. You don't earn it, because that's how most of the title matches begin. You just randomly, hey, you get a title shot. How? Why? What I do to deserve it? We just picked out of a hat. That's pretty much how it goes. But yeah, I'm definitely I'm more excited for the match with Marufuji next week. Again, like I said, just randomly myself. That's weird. What up? But yeah, again, I'm excited. I want to see how they work together, Marufuji and Moose, because they very different. They real different, and not just because one of them is Asian and the other one is not, but like the size difference. You know, one of them got hair, the other one don't. That's the real key right there. One of them
got hair. He just got that. He got that fade. That real good fade. Tell him, Rabbit.
That skin fade.
He got that fade where they like, yeah, I still got hair.
Where?
The wear fade, huh?
All right, let's get into. We got 2 more matches left. We got Rebel versus Sienna, which was a surprisingly good match. I was not expecting this match to be as good as it was. And Rebel came to play. I ain't never seen Rebel be like that good. And I ain't saying she great. I'm just saying she was decent. And I enjoyed the match. Sienna, I love her as champion. I like the 2 belts and the pinkies only, bruh. I don't know what it is. It's just funny to me. And, you know, my boy KM, don't call that man a liar. Just don't do it. I love freaking Rebel trying to do this, what was it? It was like the, kind of like the somersault little thing in the corner, and she got caught in the German suplex. Ooh, I was like, all right, Sienna, I see you. And then she tried to take out KM, and it basically ended her night. Sienna ends up getting the win, and I'm not surprised. This is actually a relatively good match. I was actually kind of surprised. Rabbit, thoughts on Rebel versus Sienna?
I don't know where Rebel been all this time, but she's been working on her game. But to come from where she was at, she's still not good. So it's just better than what she was. So it looks like she's better. But in this match here,
anything's better than what she was.
That's what I'm saying. So it makes it look good because now she can compete. You know, because she competed in this match right here. I give her credit. When she was throwing those high knees, when she was running with those high knees, nice. She was doing those handsprings, clotheslines. She was in it. She was doing her thing in it. I want to see some more of her, not against Sienna, though. You know what I'm saying? Since she looking like she got her things together now, you need to put her in a match on her own and see what she look like. But not against somebody like Sienna or, you know what I'm saying, Gail Kim or nothing like that. But Sienna had that nice Samoa drop. Boom. German suplex, almost broke Young's neck with that German suplex. Sienna nice, man. she vicious. That's why I don't have no problem with her being champion. Because them German suplexes and those Samoan drops, and then that MMA finish she got, nasty. So she, like I told her, she the one I always want to see more of anyway. So she on point with the belts, as far as I'm concerned. And in Rebel, she made a better showing than she always had. It's obvious she been working on her game, and I respect that. So the fact she been working, I want to see more of her. She better than she used to be. So put her in the ring more and let her see her. You know what I'm saying? Case.
Oh, Rebel. She's just not good. I'm sorry. She's just not. Like, I don't understand how she's wrestled in Japan, because you got to be good to wrestle in Japan. Like, they don't. How? She's not even that good. I agree she's gotten better than what she was, but, like, she's still not. I would still put her as, like, a valet or something right now, because I knew right away she was going to lose anyway. It wasn't like I want somebody in there that I feel like could possibly win. But for one, she just randomly came back. Like, this was a return for her. So right there, I knew she probably wasn't going to win against the champion. But I don't know. Something about her I just don't. I never really liked. I'm sorry, Rebel. I'm sure you're a nice person. And, like, we could be friends, though. I don't,
You gotta give her credit on some of those high knees she was hitting Younger with, man, in that corner, and those handspring clotheslines she was hitting her with. They was stiff.
I don't feel like Casey gonna give this girl credit at all. He just he's not a fan. He's just not a fan. But
even the split on the rope, she don't do that good anymore. Like,
well, I mean, didn't she have a baby? You just struggle to get back once you have a baby. That's just how it works.
Have you seen Brooke Tessmacher? She had a baby and she girl.
Brooke Tessmacher is a whole nother breed, man.
Let's believe that.
Like, she in a whole nother league, man. Like, Lord. Anyway, we got the main event. We got Lashley versus Alberto El Patron. A kind of return match for the GFW Global and Impact World Championships. That's a lot to say, bruh. I mean, that's like me attempting to say the name earlier. The TNA Global Force Wrestling Impact Wrestling Anthem Owl Championship Wrestling Federation. Like, that's what I feel like when I'm trying to say all these names for these titles. It's too much. They need to chill.
We got NWA.
Oh yeah, of the NWAs, you're right. But this was a good match. I enjoyed it. I love this match. I like this match without all the involvement from before. Not that it took away from the match, but it just made this match a different match. And that's what I liked about it. Freaking El Patron out here with the 619. Bruh, chill. You doing, not that it looks bad at all. I'm just saying, you gonna hurt yourself. Chill out, Del Rio. You too big for this. You too big for this. But I love how this match to me, apologies to anybody watching on Facebook. People be calling me on my phone and it be messing up the feed. Anyway, I love how this match to me just showed how hard it is to beat Lashley. Him kicking out of things. So this cause frustrated me. Him kicking out of things and him just, being typical Lashley, but still like against a guy who just beat him. To me, it just made him feel, that much stronger. I love I think this was a botched power slam. It was just like a weird exchange where he couldn't get him up. It might have been, where, they were slick or whatever. He couldn't get him up, but I love, El Patron making this or just both of them together, knowing, experience wise, knowing how to make that into an El Patron reversal. Like that, I love what they did with that because that could have been something that just got them all confused, and they just kept going with it and made it into basically an El Patron reversal, which was nice. And then that freaking power bomb. What?
Hold on, DJ. Let's stop right there for a minute. Now you just made a good point. When I be on botching hard, you know what I'm saying? So you made a very good point on botching and catching your botch and relapsing, you know what I'm saying, and getting back in the game. That's experience. That's what I mean about professionals. Both of those are professionals that you're talking about right now, right?
Yep.
So once he slipped, they botched what they wanted to do. They kept the flow going. To a normal person watching it, don't know what just happened. But to you, the trained eye, of course you're gonna know something just happened here. You know what I'm saying? But they played off so good, it was smooth and it went straight through with no problem. That's professionalism. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, I agree. No, I like that you butted in right there because that it was like I like the way they did that because you don't see a lot of wrestlers do that at all. Like you see people botch moves and they just like try it again or something like that. But I mean, I like how they just turned that into. They just made it a part of the story of the match, and I like that.
Exactly.
I also, that power bomb that he hit there after that was freaking ridiculous. It was like a jackknife. I was like, man, he gonna hurt this man. Don't do it to him like that. But Lashley got a little bit overzealous here near the end. He decided to try to take a couple of pages out of El Patron's book. He tried to go for the double foot stomp. That cost him. He also tried to go for he teased the cross arm breaker, but never really tried it. And then he was going for the spear to basically end the match and looked like he was going to regain his championship. And Santana gets up on the top turnbuckle and just stares him down. And Lashley was like, oh no. And then he jumps on him. Lashley catches him. And then the rest of LAX comes in and attacks him. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I don't know what, like, and this is something that I really like because for some reason I took myself out of thinking about LAX was going to do something tonight. LAX was going to announce a new member tonight. And it took me away, like, because my mind wasn't thinking about it, my mind was thinking about the match. I didn't think anything about it until I came to the realization that El Patron was going to be the new member. Like, I didn't think anything about it. Even when they were on the top turnbuckle, he jumped on Lashley, they attacked him, and then I said, wait a minute. Hold up. No. And then they announced it. And I was like, bruh. So Alberto El Patron is the new member of LAX. And I like the way they did it. For some reason, I wasn't thinking about it. I don't know if I was too into the match or I just, we were at the end of the show, so I wasn't thinking about LAX at this point. But I like the way they did it. I kind of want to see if they're going to, because since El Patron was basically out when they were announcing this and picking him up and helping him out, I wonder if they're gonna kind of play the storyline of he didn't really know, and then eventually he makes it official that he was, like, maybe a couple weeks down the road or something. I am curious about if that's gonna happen, but I'm excited to see El Patron as a part of LAX. I was kind of hoping it was gonna be Kingston, just because I miss Kingston. He'd come back, because I mean, still, like, this man, he deserves a spot on the roster just for that chest spot he did in his first match. I'm just saying. He deserves it, dang on it. But this is definitely a good match. It kept both of the heavyweights strong, and El Patron still got the title. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with this, especially with El Patron being a part of LAX. Cue the TNA haters being like, oh, there's another faction around the world title. Oh God, no, they're going out of business. Anyway. Sorry, Rabbit thoughts on the match, the main event of the evening.
Yeah, this wasn't one of the top matches between these two, but it was decent, and it showed me at the beginning how slow it started off that something was going on at the end. Just like you said, the double stomp. Lashley was trying to do all the things he was trying to do. That's Patron moves was taking him out of his game. You know what I'm saying? So that when he was trying to do all that stuff, that's what was hurting him. But man, he a beast. He was kicking out, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff that Patron usually put people out with, you know what I'm saying?
Too, and he caught him with that spear off the top turnbuckle. Ooh.
Yes. I was just about to say he caught him with a spear in the air. Nasty. Nasty. Now, one man called him, said he like LeBron and Patron was like the Golden State Warriors. Tripping. But one man hit with that side slam. You know how Lashley hit with that power slide slam is just vicious, you know. Lashley just a cold, you know, beast, monster, animal. Then my man hit him with that power joint. My man Pope called it a Dominator. Vicious joint, man. These two always had good matches. This is just not one of their best. That's all. And at the end, just like you said, when Santana jumped on that top rope, it took me a minute. It was like you was waking up out of a nap. Because I saw him there. I wasn't thinking that Patron gonna be in the joint. That as it was flowing on, I was waking up to it. I was like, oh, hold up, Patron gonna be in it. You know what I'm saying? Patron about to be in the LAX. So just like you, it went on my head for a second. You know what I'm saying? But then I caught on to him like, yeah, that might be nice right there. That might be a nice move. But even though I was thinking about Supermax the whole time. But the part I don't understand is, like you said, he was woozy, sleep. Is he gonna act like he ain't know nothing about that? Is Conan gonna hit him with that I was gonna ask you type stuff? You know what I'm saying? And then went along with saying he was in it. You know what I'm saying? But he was just way too sleep to know what was going on. You know? Yeah. And then there's another match now that you stole the title from the beast, the monster, the animal. Now, Casey, this is my man now. You don't like him, I understand that. These last 3 matches that he lost, man, it's been shady. Shady business, man. You got to agree with me, right or wrong?
I don't know.
Come on now. Come on.
I don't know, but you know, I'm gonna admit I kind of like Lashley in this match because to me it felt like a different Lashley than what we usually get. He felt more angry and more vicious, like in an angry way. We've seen him vicious in just that, you know, usual Lashley is a dominant, you know, kind of vicious, but there was anger in this one. I felt like, which I kind of liked. It was something different. And I like you guys kind of forgot about LAX during this match. Like I forgot completely about it. And then when LAX came out, even I wasn't even thinking El Patron until they announced that he was the new member. I was still waiting for somebody else to come out.
It caught me, and like once I came to the realization, I was like, "Oh snap!" Like it really got me.
Well, like I like it because it's a swerve, and I think me and DJ can both agree because we've had more experience than Rabbit really with El Patron, just in WWE and stuff. I think he's better as a heel anyway, so I think this works. You know, but I definitely want to see how they play it out though.
They have to hit that he was knocked out thing because I feel like they wouldn't book it that way. I get he's selling, but I feel like they wouldn't necessarily book it as because sometimes like you can be selling but you can be smiling at the same time. So I feel like they have to hit that in the coming weeks. There's no way they can avoid it.
Yeah, and then it wouldn't make sense for him to bring his family out unless they in LAX. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're just they don't even fit right with the storyline. If he's gonna be in LAX and be a heel, why bring his father and brother out in celebration?
Agreed.
Because that could make it even more of a heel because his father and his brother didn't know. And that could add into a storyline too because he said his brother is going to be debuting in Impact in the near future. So that could, start a storyline with, his brother trying to figure out why he did what he did.
And 2, it added to the swerve of it at the end.
Yeah.
You weren't thinking El Patron. He just had a celebration with his family. He just won the titles. You're not thinking about it. It was smart.
But how can he be a heel when my man, the beast, the monster, the animal, was the heel?
That's true. There's possible that it was a double turn, or either it was a full El Patron turn, and a in between Lashley turn. Because Lashley, I think, is just naturally always a heel, just the way he is.
But then again, I feel like LAX is one of those heel factions that the fans still like, so they could be an in between too.
Yeah.
I don't know if they could be in between talking about cracker companies and all that.
Hey, you know an old cracker.
Yankee Doodle crackers and all that. That's nowhere in between.
I liked it, so.
You gotta get Conan credit when he get on that mic, man. He A1. Grade A.
All right. You know, but anyway, that was Impact Wrestling review. Oh goodness, I gotta try to remember this. Your NWA, TNA, GFW, Anthem, Owl Championship Wrestling, Impact Wrestling review. I think that should be the name. They should just change it. They can change the whole Twitter feed. Tell me. They should change it. I think it's a good name. They need to go for it. Just keep all the history. Keep it all in there. We always talk about we want the history in there. Keep it all in there. Throw all the names they ever had in there. Throw it in there. But anyway, we do hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate everybody who is tuning in on Facebook Live or at least listening. It's still technically a tune in. Anyway, I appreciate you. Please let me know kind of how the audio sounded if you could. Just give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in between, whatever. Anything will work for me. But we do hope you guys enjoyed. Come back next time. We'll be live on Facebook Live. We trying it out, seeing how it goes, seeing if people come in, seeing if people like it, whatever. But anyway, be sure to hit that subscribe button for us on YouTube. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at ICW_podcast. We talk about everything. We talk about wrestling. We talk about sports. We talk about other stuff and things. That video is coming soon as well. But we will see you guys next time. We do hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the button for us. Give us a comment. Whatever you got to do. See you guys next time on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, where we just reviewed your NWA, TNA, GFW, Impact Wrestling, Our Championship review.